Hi, Carlden Lainfiesta, the Mortgage Fiesta here, talking to you about assets and specifically large deposits and seasoning. So when you're doing a mortgage, typically a FHA or conventional loan, there is a requirement that we take a look at your bank statements. On your bank statements, if there's any large deposits, then we have to question what are those large deposits from. Essentially, any income that's not coming to you from a legitimate source, such as your job, or if you receive like Social Security or a pension, that's legitimate income. But if you randomly have, let's say, $10,000 land in your bank account, we need to prove where that comes from. So here's what they'll ask you for. If you, let's say you provide a bank statement and it says deposit check, $10,000. We're going to need a copy of the check that you deposited into the bank. Typically, you can go online and get a digital copy of the check, or you can go into the bank and request one to provide proof that that was a check that you deposited for that $10,000. Keep in mind that standard mortgages, you have to make sure no money laundering is going on, okay? So they'll always ask you to source and season your funds. Now, seasoning. What that means is that typically for FHA or conventional loan, the funds in your bank account have to be there for at least 2 months before you can use them as funds. So let's say somebody did give you $10,000, but it wasn't from your job, okay? Unless they're willing to sign a gift letter, which we'll talk about shortly, you'll have to provide that check if it's within 2 months. But if, let's say it's outside of 2 months, you don't have to provide any proof of where those funds came from. So if you did get a large amount of money that you don't want to explain, basically you have to wait 2 months, okay? Now, if somebody did give you $10,000 and this person was a legitimate gift donor, okay, there's certain rules behind this, meaning they typically have to be a family member, and for FHA, they could be a close friend. Cousin is not a family member, just so you know, at least defined by FHA and conventional. So they can write a gift letter saying that you do not have to repay these funds. And by doing that, you can use that $10,000. Now, they will have to provide a copy of their bank statement showing that it was available in their bank for at least 30 days to give to you. So there's a 30-day seasoning requirement on the gift donor that they had to have those funds available. What they'll look for, if you provide a bank statement, whatever month it is, they're going to look at that beginning balance. And if there was at least $10,000 in that account for the beginning balance, you're basically good to go, okay? Carlden Lainfiesta, the Mortgage Fiesta, want to make sure you can close that loan. Assets and funds to close are a big reason why many people do not close. So pay attention to what you're depositing, talk to your loan officer, and I hope this helps you close. Thank you.